Was that result against Arsenal a reality check and kind of reinforce what you told us on Monday about the storm coming? It's kind of managing expectations. Does that show everybody what the scale of the job that you've got on your hands here?
I think that is very clear. We are a massive club, but we are not a massive team, and we know it. It is no problem to say it. So we want to improve. We are in the different moment from Arsenal, but you can feel it during the game. I think we have to believe more, because we were not dominant in the game, but we are control the game. Not so many chances for Arsenal, of course, a lot of set pieces, but we were okay, especially in the first half. So we had so good things in that moment, but you can feel it that there's so much to do. We need to be better in the final third. We have to create more danger. They have to feel it, and I felt that Arsenal have problems to block our build-up. But then when they were defending, the goal was quite comfortable for them. So we are learning these things and trying to improve in 2 days.
Just very quickly as well, your players all applauded the away fans at the end for their support. But Marcus Rashford, there's a video of him walking away and not acknowledging them. Have you had to speak to him about that at all? And do you obviously make sure your players give the right respect and applause to the away fans when they give you support?
Yeah, of course.
Particularly when you lose.
Yeah, we have to do it, especially when we lose. Not when we win, but when we lose, we are going to do that. Everybody has to do it, and it's going to be like that.
So, hi Ruben. You've alluded to it a couple of times about the need to improve the physical aspect, run more. Is this squad fit enough for you?
Yeah, the problem to be fit enough if they can cope with that. If they are used to do that in training, they will do that in games. So they are professional athletes. They can improve this. You cannot be faster, but you can run more with training. So we are in that path. We have to improve in training, then we improve in game. They will be able to do it, because every coach has a different way of pressing. Sometimes they use more a low block. Then are some coaches that want to press higher, and that changes the load of the players during the game. So they are able to do it if they do in every single game and every single training.
Maybe it's a Portuguese thing, but Diogo and Bruno seem to hardly ever get injured and always available, always play. But other players, you said recently, they can only play 60 minutes or 70 minutes. Have you worked out why that's the issue?
No, that one's like Mason Mount is because they come from injury and they don't have a lot of training during the week. So sometimes they are recovering. If they don't play, they have to after the game they cannot run a lot during training, because in 2 days they have a game and can be used. So it's really tricky in this moment to cope with everything, but they are improving. So like I said, they will cope with the game. They are professional athletes and they will improve in that aspect. And then you have something that bonds with you. Bruno can recover really fast. Diogo Dalot, if I remember, in the past he had the same problems with injuries. So it's like they have to keep a lot of weeks or months without an injury. Then it will be like easy for them.
Neil, Eric became very frustrated with Marcus Rashford, knowing the great ability he has, but it not coming out on the pitch. Can you understand that frustration? Because we saw glimpses against Everton and then against Arsenal, he just wasn't there.
I prefer to focus on the whole squad. So we have a lot to improve, not just Marcus, but all the team. We can improve in every aspect of the game. Like I said before, I think the way we sprint back, we sprint forward, the way we fight is something that we have to be very clear with the team. This is the first point that we have to address, and then the tactical and the technical aspect came later. So it's not just Marcus, but everybody has to improve in that area.
Do you think the perception of the team has to change a little bit because it's Manchester United, everybody expects them to be in the top 2 or 3, but the team is actually probably where it should be, because we've seen teams this season, 7-8 teams that are better than Manchester United. Do you think the perception has to change?
That will not change. because this club has a so bigger past or glory past that is really hard, and our players have to understand that this is a very difficult position. So we are not the best teams in this league, and that we have to say that and to think that clearly. But our past and our club is maybe the best one in the league. So we have here a problem, but we have to focus on the little things, the little details. If you think in everything, it will be a problem. Let's focus on the small details, and then we will improve as a team.
James.
Ruben, you said the fans in the first moment want to see that effort, and that's the easy bit. But a lot of fans would say, well, you know, there's a new manager, it's understandable, they're going to put that effort in early, but they haven't seen it consistently, that effort from this team. Running back, it always drops again. How do you guard against this team showing effort for the first few months, but then going back to their old habits?
Let's arrive there, and then we can have this discussion. I just want to talk about what I see. What I see, they are making an effort. There's a lot of room to improve. Changing that thing is sometimes you can say it is simple. It's just run, but something in the head of the players. We are doing that. They know it. Let's see in a few months what is the moment of the players.
For all the technical and other aspects, if that effort and that desire to run both ways is not there, you're not going to be able to improve this team to the level has to happen.
It's impossible to win the Premier League without a team like that fight every moment, runs back, runs forward. That is impossible to win. If we want to win, we have to do it. So even with the best starting 11 in the planet, without running, they will not win nothing. So that is very clear. If you want to win the Premier League, we have to run like mad dogs. If not, we are not going to win. That's clear.
I think it's a David that maybe getting the Arsenal game, the belief of the players perhaps wasn't there just as much as you would like. If it's a technical improvement, you can do that on the training pitch, but if it's belief, that's up there in your head, I suppose. How do you solve that? How do you get the players to believe more that they can go and win that type of game?
They have to have also more information, what to do in the final third. We don't have time to do that. We try to do it in this because we saw it in the game. We try to do it on the pitch because you can understand that we had possession. One of the things that I said here since the beginning that we lose possession quite often now is the opposite. Sometimes we are near the box and we keep possession. So it's not just their fault. We have to give the next step. But sometimes we don't have time to address everything, like the strategy for the game and then the final third, how to manage with everything. So it's like everything. They have to believe it. Like if they will suffer in 1-against-1, they will have the same problems that we have, and also they have they need more information from the staff to improve that kind of qualities.
Last question, Laurie.
Hi Ruben. Ahead of the Everton game was a plan for players to wear special jackets in recognition of the Rainbow Laces campaign. That didn't happen, we understand, because Nusman Rawi declined and then the rest of the squad wanted to show solidarity with him. That left the Rainbow Devils, the AIDS LGBTQ plus sports group, disappointed. I just wondered, were you involved in those discussions and what do you make of what happened?
No, I wasn't. It was a group decision as a player, as should be. And then it's three difficult things to manage. So in one side there is club values, and I think always all of us can agree that for us is not even any issue. But then you have religion, and that is something that we have to respect, because it's also our values to respect the other opinions. And then you have the third thing is the group thing. So I will not let news alone. So we are a team. It doesn't matter. The majority of the players believe in one thing, but they saw one guy alone, and they said that let's be together. So it's three things that we have to manage and to respect. So it's a hard issue to address. But I think we did it in the good way. Is not this club represent that we need to respect everything, but we also have to respect the religion. Not news is not easy. It's different culture. So was the decision of the players.
Do you think you might have to have discussions ahead of next year? You know, there's a campaign every year. Do you think you'll have to just make sure that that's all understood in advance next year?
I don't know. Nus is going to change his religion and his beliefs. I don't know. We will address at the time when the time comes. We will see. But it's a really hard decision. But there is no doubt what this club believes and fights for.
Thank you.
Thank you.